Hello friends, and welcome back or welcome to the channel. If you are new here, as you can tell, or if you can't tell, we have all been so sick. There's just been like this sickness floating around, and I'm sure it's just having to do with like back to school. Hendrix got it and I don't even know what it was. It was like this cold. It was cold-like symptoms, and then he had a fever. We only had to have it break once and it never came back. And then it was like just this cough that lingered. Bennett got it, I got it, and it's just floating around, so I apologize. Today's video might be a little bit chatty. Also, are you like surprised to see me in glasses? I'm a little surprised to see me in glasses. I was just editing today's vlog, got that posted, so I have my blue light glasses on. Today's vlog is probably going to be a little bit like chit-chatty. I just want to like sit down and talk with you guys and try to figure out like what you're wanting from this channel, or even what direction I want to go, kind of my thoughts on that, and then what your thoughts are as the viewer, because I want to create things that you guys are going to enjoy. And now that Kenny's like wanting to be a little bit more on the channel, I just am trying to decide, okay, what direction do we want to go? So I will talk with you guys a little bit about that here in a minute. I wanted to give a big thank you to today's sponsor, which is GlassesUSA.com. GlassesUSA.com is a website where you can shop for all of your eyewear needs. They offer things from prescription glasses, sunglasses, safety glasses, kids glasses, anything that you may need, they have. The one thing that really drew me to GlassesUSA.com is that their website is so easy to use. I felt that it was going to be a very overwhelming thing. I didn't know what was going to look good on my face, what frames, what color. I've been wanting to get some blue light glasses for a while now, especially now that I'm wanting to take on a little bit more in like the creator world. So I will be spending more time in front of a screen. For me, my eyes tend to get really tired and I just kind of get headachy. I can't really focus very much, and so after doing some research, I thought that some blue light glasses would be a really good fit for me. GlassesUSA.com makes it so easy. They have a quiz that you can take if you're not really sure what you are exactly wanting or what is going to fit your face. They also have a feature where you can personally upload a picture of you, or if you're not comfortable with that, you can just kind of use what they have on their website and you can virtually try on the glasses, which I found so helpful because, like I said, I've never bought glasses. I wasn't sure what was going to look good on my face, and so it made it just very easy. I didn't have the stress of going into the store and bringing my kids and not being able to focus. I feel it's so important, especially for those of you who do wear glasses every single day, that you want to feel confident, and so you really want to take your time to know what you are going to feel confident in. By cutting out the middleman, GlassesUSA.com offers over 10,000 prescription and sunglasses, even from in-house brands like Muse and Amelia E, and designer brands like Ray-Ban, Oakley, and Gucci, all up to 70% off retail price. I love that GlassesUSA.com is very affordable. Kenny would love a new pair, and the really cool thing is that where he does have prescription eyeglasses, he can just take off his glasses and take a picture and it will read the prescription from the glasses. The glasses that I am wearing right now are the Odo Nord in, I believe, clear/silver. I love them. I love how they fit my face. I was very nervous because, like I said, I've never shopped for glasses, but they look exactly online as they do in person. I love them, and they've really helped when it comes to sitting in front of a screen. So they do have the blue light coating on them. I loved them so much that I got them in another color. So again, these are the Odo Nord, and these ones are in brown, clear, and rose gold. So if I wanted to add a little pop of color one day, as I mentioned earlier, it is so important to feel confident in your glasses, and GlassesUSA.com does offer a risk-free experience. They offer free shipping and returns, 100% money back guarantee within 14 days. So if you're wanting to try maybe a new style, a new frame, a new color, and you're just not too sure about it, they do make it so easy with all of the tools that they have to offer on their website. Thank you to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring today's video, and I will leave all of the links down below so you can go check them out and get all of your eyewear needs. I think I'm finally ready to kind of film the portion of just talking with you guys. I wanted to have like talking points and notes, but if you were to sit next to me, I wouldn't have that. I would just be spilling out my heart, and I'm gonna do that the best that I can. I am a little scared because it's like I don't want people to pick apart my words or you know, take it out of context. That's just how it is when you put your life out there though. And so I guess I just kind of have to let it happen if it's gonna happen. You know, I will say that I'm not here to have anybody feel bad for me or, you know, anything of that sort. I am just here to talk because I have had a few of you ask like, how are you doing? So I wanted to talk on that, and then I'm also going to tie in just like where I'm wanting to take this channel, how I'm feeling about it, what you guys want, that sort of stuff. So I feel as a whole I'm okay. I'm not any more, I'm not any less. I'm struggling in a lot of aspects, and a lot of days my heart feels very crushed, and I feel that I'm failing and have fallen flat on my face. YouTube is kind of everything to me. It's the one thing I've always had going for me, no matter how great or how crappy life is. Like, YouTube has been there, and so I hold on to it so dearly and so gracefully. I wanted to jump in more and be more of a creator, more of an influencer, and so I've, you know, started posting reels, and they're actually doing fairly well. I think like the last two that I posted are at like 28,000 and 30,000, which is kind of a big deal for somebody so small. So I've been a little bit more active on Instagram. I'm kind of enjoying making reels and being a little bit more creative and just seeing what I can come up with. But I've also realized with YouTube that it's kind of falling apart a little bit. I feel like people are less interested, and you know, I take it out and think, well, maybe I'm just not, maybe I just don't have the money to be a YouTuber. Like, I feel like that's what it comes down to, is it's like I don't have the money to go out and do all these things or go shopping. We don't have very exciting things around us, and it's not like we can just go on, you know, a vacation or a trip or whatever. And so it's like, maybe I'm just too boring. You know, people are like, oh, but you're so relatable, and it's like, yeah, I'm relatable, but am I enjoyable to watch? Like, you know, my views are going down, and it's hard because it's just, I want to jump in and do this thing and make it happen. That is where Kenny kind of wanted to come in, because I've expressed how much, you know, I want to do more and I want to make this happen, and not even like in a family channel aspect of like all of us have to be on camera. This was completely up to him. This was his suggestion, is that he wanted to be part of the channel. And so I was like, okay, well, do we go more of the family channel direction, or do I keep my content where it is, you know, with the motherhood vlogs, lifestyle? I guess I don't really do a whole ton of lifestyle. It's just like cleaning and stuff. I want to keep it enjoyable for you guys and give you what you subscribed for, and so I don't want to like completely flip my channel and then you guys just like not be interested, you know? You know, not only is it something I enjoy doing, but it is something that I do make a little bit of money off of, and I can't tell you how many times that very, very small paycheck has saved us. I mean, you guys, if I'm being honest, I maybe make $150 a month from YouTube. That is literally nothing, but it has saved us so many times where we have had literally nothing in our account, and it's like, hey, my YouTube check comes tomorrow. That is enough money to get us through until payday. And you know, it's what puts food on the table, and it's just like, I wish that I could do more. And so that's always like, you know what, I can. Like, the only person stopping me is myself. Why am I not doing more? And so it's like I become more motivated, and then my channel kind of starts to tank. It's been really discouraging, and you know, now I'm really reflecting like, okay, if this isn't going to go the direction I want it to, what am I going to do? You know, I've got a new channel banner that I'm working on. I'm working on, you know, changing just a few things here and there to make it more appealing, I guess. But it's like, I don't want to come across as me doing it for the money, because it's absolutely not that. Like I said, it doesn't matter how great life was or how crappy it was. Like, YouTube has always been my thing. It's always been there. It's been essentially not necessarily my journal, but it's just like, you guys have watched me grow up, and it's been so cool to like go back and you can see everything that has happened in my life. Maybe not everything, but you can kind of grasp how things have flourished. That will always be bigger than the money. But when you're struggling and your bills are more than your income, of course you'd want to do more for your family. Of course you'd be like, okay, well, why am I not doing more? If I can make more from this, why would I not? So it's like, I'm trying to stay positive, but I would really, really love, you know, your guys' input of, you know, what do you want to see? What's going on? You know, what direction would you like me to take with the channel? Do you enjoy just what I have going? Do you want me to go more of the family channel route? Because I feel like really either way, I enjoy making content. Like, I love having this creative outlet and a little bit of a social life because I get to interact with you guys. So it's something that I would love to keep if I could. I don't know, everything else, it's just a little hard to talk about. You know, I've had a lot, or we have had a lot going on. You know, relationship wise, things are okay, they're getting better. We both have a lot of healing to do, and you know, as you know, Kenny has really struggled because a lot of his childhood is kind of like resurfaced, and he's trying to work through that, and that can be very, very hard. I remember going through that years ago, you know, with my own childhood, and it's something that is very hard to accept when things were very rough on you as a child, especially when they get brought into adulthood. You know, there's a lot of questions that you'll never have an answer to, and it makes things very hard. You know, I'm trying to be there the best that I can for him, and also, you know, I'm dealing with my own things, but it's also been really cool because, like, with him, you know, going through this, I have, you know, said some things to him, like, I think we were talking about his dad or something, and I was like, you know, because you feel that way, he still has a little bit of control, and, you know, you don't want to give him that control. And something really clicked with me is that with my previous relationship, there was so much that had happened. Because of the things that happened, I stopped doing a lot, and I lost a lot of who I was as a person and, you know, things I would do. I stopped doing those things because he would make fun of me. And so I started to become less and less of who I was, and that just stuck. You know, as I was talking to Kenny about his dad and how he still has control, it clicked with me that, like, this guy in my previous relationship still had control over me, because I felt like I still couldn't do these things. I was too embarrassed, or I'd be made fun of, or, you know, they were very big insecurities. Because that clicked with me, and it's a conversation I'd never had with Kenny, like, it was kind of a weight off of my shoulders, because it's like, I miss who I was. I miss, you know, the things that I would do. You know, this is a very hard time in Kenny and I's relationship. It's also had some very beautiful moments where we've both been able to help one another out with things that we didn't even know. People always say that money isn't everything, but I think when you're struggling to the extent that we are, money is a blessing. I'm not asking for a ton of it. I don't want, you know, so much money I don't know what to do with it, or so much money that I have the biggest house and the nicest car. I just want enough money to be able to take my kids to do things, even if it's something as simple as the trampoline park, or to be able to make our car payment or rent, because we have had things taken in the past, and it is just the most gut-wrenching feeling having those things happen because you never wanted your kids to experience that. Knowing that you're not sufficient enough for your kids crushes you. You know, you're struggling to put food on the table, you can't pay your bills, your power shut off, this or that has been taken, and now you have to pay thousands of dollars to get it back. You're scrambling to put rent together because you're late and you have a 3-day notice on your door, and it's just, it's very hard. And like I said, I'm not here to complain, I'm not here for you to feel bad for me, but it's just hard. We have applied for food stamps. We've been denied for the last year, and so we just keep reapplying when our circumstances change. So like now that Halston's born, we're gonna go reapply again. I know times are hard for everybody right now. There's a lot of people struggling, especially with inflation and gas and just all of the things. Like, I know I'm not the only one struggling, but it's just like, as a parent, it breaks your heart when, you know, like Hendrix's birthday just came up and he so badly wanted to go to the trampoline park and I couldn't make it happen because we had no money. And it's so hard not to beat yourself up as a parent, because it's just like, you want to give them these experiences and to make these memories, and it's like, you just you can't. I feel like I'm also struggling in that department of I just feel like I'm not doing enough. Bennett needs a bed. He's still sleeping with us because we can't afford a bed for him. He's too big for his crib. You know, eventually Halston is gonna need that, and so it's like, how do we afford a bed for him? We can't. We can't afford a new TV stand. Ours is falling apart. It's literally held up by any and every screw that we own. We've added pieces of wood here and there just to stabilize it so that it's not falling apart from that end or that end. Our couch is falling apart. We don't even own a kitchen table, and it's just like, just the thought of being able to eat together as a family, like, wow, what a blessing that would be. It's not the life that I wanted for my kids, and I think I beat myself up, and I wish so badly. I know you can't go back, but it's just like when your parents tell you to like be smart, go to school, go to college, like I wish I would have listened to that. I don't regret Hendrix one bit, or any of my kids for that matter, or I am very grateful for the experiences that I've had, you know, being able to move up in the career that I did, being able to move to Utah and just experience that. Like, it was so cool, and I hold that so dear to my heart, probably so much that it breaks me, because it's like I miss that time of my life so much. I miss Utah. I miss so much of it. I do wish that I would have made better choices, and you know, as I've grown and I'm understanding things that have happened in my life and why I am where I am, it makes sense. It, you know, makes sense why I made the choices that I did. And you know, I know that Hendrix is here for a reason. I know Bennett and Halston, they're here for a reason. I am where I am for a reason. And so I try not to be too hard on myself, but I do wish that, you know, I had gone to school, and I know I still can. I still plan to. It's just like, dang, like, had I done that, maybe I could be doing more for my kids. They wouldn't have to struggle. We wouldn't have to struggle. I could give them everything that they need. Are they taken care of? Yes. Are they fed? Are they clothed? Absolutely. Do they have a roof over their head? Absolutely. There's still so much that they're missing out on, and it breaks me as a mother. I guess that's kind of where YouTube ties into this, where it's just like, I wish I could do more. I want to do more. Why am I not doing more? I just feel like with life as a whole, I feel just very stuck. I do want to say a big thank you to those who continue to stick around or have stuck around. I know there's a lot of you that are like, I've watched you since before Hendrix, and I think that is so incredible, because I've been on YouTube for well over 10 years, which is so insane, and it's been such a journey. But you know, thank you to those, even if you just subscribed yesterday or 10 plus years ago. Thank you, because you're not supporting a family who's getting ready to go on their next vacation, or ready to buy their second house, or their next luxury car. You are supporting a family who is just trying to make ends meet and to give their family the things that they need. I crumble when I talk about this stuff, so I'm gonna stop there. But when I say thank you, I mean thank you, and I hope that one day, I don't know when it'll be, but I hope that one day I can be financially in a spot that I can help you guys as much as you have helped us. I'm just trying to stay positive and trying to navigate which path I'm going to go down. What is the next step? How are we going to do this? What are we going to do different? What are we doing? I feel like I could talk for hours on how I'm doing, what's going on in life. There's so much, but I'm going to try to stay positive. And something, and maybe I could make like a little series, whether it be on here or Instagram, of just showing up for myself. Because I feel like if I show up for myself, then I can show up for my kids. I feel like right now I'm very shut down, and I feel so guilty because I know that my kids need me. To finish this off is that I am going to do everything that I can, and that is my promise to my kids, is that I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that we get by and that we don't have to live like this anymore. Maybe that doesn't answer your question of how I'm doing, but it's just a brief spill on that. I'm struggling a lot in every aspect that you can think of. And my kids are what keeps me going. They're what keeps the smile on my face. They are my reason. So cliche, absolutely, but they really are. And I thank the higher power every day for sending these beautiful souls my way, because they are very incredible kids. Thank you again to GlassesUSA.com for sponsoring today's video. I will have all of the links down below. Go get yourself some new glasses, and I will see you in our next video.